Well, you know, on several occasions we've come over here to Ocean Springs to Triple Diamond Pawn, saw a lot of the great things that they do have available for you to purchase, and talked about pawning with KC. But we wanted to come over here today and show you kind of the rest of the faces behind all the great things here at Triple Diamond Pawn. We've got, of course, Clint and George. They've been actually in the pawn business quite a while themselves, as well as KC. So, Clint, let's start out with you. You've been in the pawn business for a long time.
Yes, I have. I've been in since 1985.
Wow. So you started out working with your dad?
Yes, at Biloxi Pawn. Jesse Eves was my dad.
Yeah, I remember Jesse quite well. Wonderful, yes. Wonderful gentleman. And that's where you kind of honed your skills as to what pawning is all about.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right, and then George, you come along.
I come along. Clint's a good friend of mine, and he brought me into the pawn business in 1989. Yeah. He went in the military, so I kind of was his replacement for Biloxi Pawn, for Mary and Jesse. And 1992, we opened up our own pawn shop, Tropical Pawn and Trade on the beach. And I was there till Katrina. When Katrina left, I got to construction business, and then did that for about 10 years, got tired of it. Then I got with KC and Clint and myself, that's why we're Triple Diamond, and got him back from New York and asked him if they'd come in the pawn business with us. And
we all kind of started out with Edgewater Pawn.
Edgewater.
When it was Edgewater Pawn over there off of Pass Road, just east of DeBees Road, because I remember doing shows there with you before.
Yep.
Then you run off to New York.
Yes.
I got him back.
Glad you got him back. So, but anyway, so y'all opened Triple Diamond Pawn and Jewelry here now on Washington Avenue.
This is a Triple Diamonds. We got a lot of experience here between the three of us, Jim.
And then you came on in and became a part of it.
Now, just like Clint and George here, I started out at Biloxi Pawn as a lot boy, mopping, sweeping, riding a bicycle to work in the early 90s.
Yeah, we did.
And one day it was raining, and Jesse brought me inside because it was raining and says, go inside and help clean and help do some sales. Well, he liked what he's seen, and I started working on the inside and eventually went down to Edgewater Pawn and Jewelry with Mary and Jesse, and then ended up running that store for probably about a good 7-8 years. They got a consulting job in New York, went off to New York, 26 locations with Jim Financial, had enough of New York, great place and everything, went to GIA, learned all the trades and got as much information and knowledge as I could, come back to the coast, got with these two guys, we opened up Triple Diamond, and here we are.
Well, here you are, and GIA is, of course, having to do with the Gem Society.
That's the Gemological Institute of America. It's the, I guess I'd say, the Harvard of gemology schools in the world. And we've got about 5-6 years of schooling there, and for gemstones, diamonds, and colored stones, which we use to help run our business here.
That's right. There's a lot of it behind whenever you're doing pawning. Somebody comes in. It's not just coming here, give me
Well,
give
you
this.
got to know what somebody brings you. How can you evaluate something if you don't know what it is? Somebody brings in a red ruby, and somebody else says, well, that's just a red stone. Well, that could be a $10,000 ruby. Instead of turning it away and not giving them anything, or heavens forbid, you give them $5 or $10 for it, ends up being a $10,000 ruby, and then you just did injustice to the customer. So we know what we got, we know what we're looking at, and we are fair to our customer base, and we explain that to them. Just for example, the other day, a guy paid almost $20,000 for a diamond, brought it in here for a GIA appraisals, which we do, and unfortunately, the stone was fracture filled, laser drilled.
Oh, really?
That's an enhancement that the average customer doesn't know. And we
got his money back.
We saved him about $20,000. He went back and spoke to the jeweler, and they took care of it. But that's what we do. You know.
Plus, Clint's also a jeweler. He went to school, Holland Jewelry School in Salem, Alabama. I did too. So we both are jewelers, and we also have an in-house jeweler. So we got 3 jewelers in GIA. So when it comes to gold, diamonds,
we can fix anything.
We're the ones.
Right here on property.
All right, and of course, everything else that y'all have in here too. We're not talking about just jewelry, but of course you have tools and everything, and you
We have
always
guns, tools, electronics,
he's the
jewelry.
pawn man.
You know.
Clint's the pawn man.
He's the pawn man, huh? Well, he's been in the business longer than all y'all.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yep.
He brought us into the business.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Triple Diamond Pawn, of course, we mentioned, is over here on Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs. You take exit 50 and go south, and it's right through the first intersection on the right-hand side. But we're going to talk a little bit more, KC, and show you some of the stuff they have here at Triple Diamond Pawn in Ocean Springs. Jewelry. As you said, KC, y'all have a lot of jewelry. You're always getting new things in, and you always give people a fair price for whatever they bring into you.
A lot of jewelry is probably what we deal in the most, but pawn shops, a lot of pawn shops, they deal in tools, guns, art, antiques, and we have all that. But jewelry is one of our primary selling items. That is the big ticket item in our stores. But you know, you go to pawn shops and you see a ton of tools. Well, our tool section is not as big as a lot of pawn shops' tool sections, but what we have here is quality tools,
Right.
quality guns, quality electronics. We try not to have as much as the other guys because we don't want it stacked up to the ceiling. We want to sell it.
Right. Now, when it comes to the jewelry, I mean, I bought some jewelry from y'all.
You have,
And my
for
wife
many
has been
years.
Very, my
For
wife
many
has been
years.
very happy with the jewelry that I have bought from y'all. And that's one of the great things, too, is because you do have a great selection of different kinds of jewelry, whether it's wedding rings, engagement rings, necklaces, earrings, bracelets,
We got it all.
pendants.
And
yeah.
comment back on your wife's jewelry. It's going to look really good in that new car I've seen her riding around
Oh,
in. So,
boy, I knew that. I knew you'd go
yeah,
there.
There you go. Now you got to get her those 1-carat earrings to go with that Mercedes.
I got to leave. No, I'm just kidding.
Gets expensive quick.
Yes, it does. But again, you have such great prices on your jewelry that, you know, it's not a problem.
We
coming
do.
in
It's
here
like
and
I
getting it.
said before, we know what we have. We know what gold is worth. We know what diamonds are worth. We know what color stones are worth. You can come in here and buy a 1 to 2 carat solitaire diamond ring at a fraction of the cost of other retail jewelry stores
Right.
across the coast. If you want to buy brand new from a jewelry store and get that nice leather sofa and the chandeliers hanging, well, there's a price for that. Well, we don't have the chandeliers, but I tell you what, our prices is almost half of what you would pay at some of your more higher-end jewelry stores between here and New Orleans. And a diamond is 1 billion years old. There's no such thing as a used piece of jewelry. Diamonds are old, and gold's been melted down and resmelted and made into everything. So, and when you're done with it, it's going to be something else. So there's no such thing as a used piece of jewelry and a used diamond. It's just a matter of what you pay for it.
See, that's why you want to come buy from people that know what they're doing and know
That's
what
right.
they deal with. And as you mentioned, tools. I mean, you've got name brand tools, Makita.
We do. We only carry the name brand stuff,
Yeah.
and we carry stuff with light use. If it comes in all scratched up with cement and paint and mud all to it and frayed cords, unfortunately, you know, we send it down the road and we let the other guys take it. You know,
Right.
We don't make a lot of money on tools. We buy low and we sell low, but customers come here and they like it. So we like to have quality stuff for them. We warranty everything. We guarantee it. They know it works when they leave here. They're happy. We're happy, and they keep coming back for it.
Got about 20 seconds left. Tell us the hours y'all are open here.
We're here Monday through Friday, 9 till 6, and then Saturday, 9 till 5. Our hours are the same. We're open for the public. We have it closed down. We're here. Come on, do business with us.
KC, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Triple Diamond Pawn in Ocean Springs.